Hey, welcome back to the channel. Since there's been some interest in seeing it again, we're going to be revisiting my homegrown 12-gauge slamfire shotgun. The single most popular question that I've been asked about this thing was, where can I buy one? Well, the short answer is, you can't. This is something you have to design and fabricate yourself. The working principle behind this type of shotgun has been around for a very long time. During World War II, Filipino resistance fighters fabricated a lot of these simple shotguns to combat the Japanese. The idea was to bushwhack and eliminate their opponent with a single shotgun blast at close range, then commandeer their weapons and ammunition. From what I've read, the resistance fighters were pretty successful in securing a lot of firearms in spite of the risk. For me, the idea behind constructing this 12-gauge shotgun was based on the thought, could I build a firearm for survival if everything suddenly went south? Well, this is what came out of that project. As far as this sort of firearm goes, this one is well constructed. Other versions I've seen are pretty crude to say the least. The receiver on this example is made of heavy-duty stainless steel tubing, as is the barrel. I'll say this, the overall construction on this shotgun is as strong or stronger than any commercially made shotgun currently on the market. Unlike some of the cruder designs, the firing pin billet is solidly welded inside the receiver, which eliminates any chance that it could blow out of the rear of the receiver when fired. The cap on the end of the receiver is simply decorative, allowing for a more finished look. The cap on the pistol grip is removable and provides storage for 2 additional shot shells. In the comment section of my original video on this slamfire, several viewers suggested adding a vertical foregrip to help stabilize the barrel. That sounded interesting, so I decided to see what I could come up with. I decided on installing a barrel band that has a section of Picatinny rail attached. The foregrip simply attaches to the rail. And they were right, it works great. So thanks for the idea, my friends. The concept of how a slamfire shotgun operates is really quite simple. You slide a shotgun shell into the end of the barrel, and then carefully insert the barrel into the receiver. A sharp tug on the barrel smacks the shot shell primer against the fixed firing pin inside the receiver, and bang, the round goes off. You simply then slide the barrel back out and reload it. Apparently, there are a few videos floating around the internet that show people leaving the fired round in place, and then loading a fresh round into the other end of the barrel and blasting the fired hull back out. I've been asked several times if I tried that, and the answer is no. I certainly have not. On the other hand, a buddy of mine volunteered to do it, strictly in the name of science, of course, so here's a short clip of him doing just that.
Hey.
And yes, it worked. Nonetheless, be it far from me to get in the way of somebody else's scientific research. Never was that good at science to begin with, so I'll just leave that to those that are. Weighing in at slightly over 5 pounds, this shotgun is pretty lightweight. Recoil from birdshot or standard buckshot rounds are easily manageable. Recoil from the 3-inch Magnum rounds, well, they start to separate the men from the boys. Don't ask me how I know this, but these big 12-gauge 3.5-inch Magnum rounds kick harder than most people care to subject themselves to. Just saying. Since the following question came up in the comments section numerous times, the answer bears repeating. Is it legal to make your own gun? It may surprise you, but the answer is yes. The Second Amendment protects an individual's right to keep and bear arms. While this fundamental right remains protected, a person's actual ability to buy and sell firearms in this country is highly regulated. The Gun Control Act of 1968 requires that persons engaged in the business of dealing in firearms, they must be licensed in order to do so. However, these requirements do not apply if an individual makes a gun for their own personal use. As long as the firearm is not for sale and you're not otherwise prohibited from possessing a firearm, a convicted felon for example, a person can legally fabricate a homemade firearm. Furthermore, that firearm does not have to be registered with any governmental law or enforcement agency. However, in 2018, California requires all new and existing guns be registered. Well, there's no surprise there. Well, that pretty much concludes what I'd planned to say about today's topic. I'll leave a link below for those of you interested in seeing my original Project Slamfire video. So until next time, practice often, shoot straight, and thanks for stopping by.